Ben Shapiro podcasted earlier saying how, like, fucking Dr. Seuss books are going for, like, $1,500 or $2,000 a piece now.
I bet, yeah.
Because everyone's shit that, like, switched to, like, Kindle and stuff or whatever, which I can see how that's kind of a bad idea now, because if they don't want you to have a book, they can just delete it.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, actual hard copies of Dr. Seuss is going for, like, thousands of dollars now.
Oh, nice.
You know? So I was saying we should look for a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
They're here somewhere. I know, at least I saved Are You My Mother?
Yeah, that's a good book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's, like, your favorite book? Or, like, my favorite book, too?
Yeah.
What's that book you used to give me? Thinking Little?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the...
Big and
Oh,
Little, Big and
dude, do you
Small,
remember the Bernstein Bears books?
Mhm.
That used to read me, like, little monkeys jumping... Or is it the little monkeys? Or is it little bears? Something jumping on the bed, and then...
10 little monkeys jumping on the bed.
Yeah, there's that one.
So that's racist, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, because that's, yeah, whatever. And then, like, the Bernstein Bears, you remember how, I remember, it's weird, because, like, the shit I remember when I was, like, younger, or whatever, it was, like, I don't know, I kind of remember reading it, but I remember feeling like I was in the book, like it was a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I remember it hella different, and, like, I remember the Bernstein Bears, they were always trying to get home or something. Remember, they'd jump out the window, go through the forest, you know, remember I'm talking about the bears?
Are you sure we're not talking about Little Bears?
No, I don't think so. No, it's the Bernstein Bears. It's like a family of bears.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And
I've
they...
heard of them.
Yeah.
But we used to watch Little Bear all the time on the TV.
No, I know. But the one book or whatever, they, like, go through the forest and they do all these things, and there was, like, an owl or something. Anyway, long story short, so the Bernstein Bears, I remember them as the Bernstein Bears, and, like, if you asked other people, like, in my generation, they remember it as that, but there's a thing called, like, the Mandela effect, because now when you look at them, it's called the Bernstein Bears. Or whatever. So they changed it, or whatever. Like, with, what the fuck, like, you know Jiffy fucking peanut butter?
Yeah.
Is it Jif or Jiffy?
I don't know.
Well, I always thought it was, like, Jiffy or whatever, but I guess it's actually just Jif. I don't know, that's called, like, the Mandela effect, when you, like, remember things or whatever differently than they actually were.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And that's why fucking childhood abuse is so fucking... remember it differently.
Yeah, exactly, because it's, like, yeah, when you're younger and as you're, like, growing through stuff, it's just, it rings different in your head. You absorb information differently.
Mm-hmm. Well, just like when you're in elementary school, a week takes forever.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm like, fuck, it's already Wednesday?
No, I know.
And then before you know it, it's Monday again.
I know. Yeah, weekends go by hella fast. Mm-hmm. Or I notice, like, when I, like, hang out with Sierra when I'm doing something I actually enjoy, or sleeping, like, I feel like time goes by hella fast, but when I'm, like, waiting for shit, it goes by, like, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Treehouse number 5, Night of the Ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder when they're going to start picking a Magic Treehouse.
Yeah, I know. Surprised Magic School Bus isn't on the list because it's a short bus.
I know, huh?
You know?
Junction. That one, they're going to be fucking tearing shit
There's
up.
like 700 of these things.
No, I know.
There's hella.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like...
Remember Grammy gave me, like, the Boxcar Children and, like, Nancy Drew books? Or whatever.
For children, he's got it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I remember
That's the one, he got those from Linda.
Yeah, but weren't they about little kids living in train boxes?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
They had a train box in like the middle of the forest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
Used to happen. You lived out in the country, and
Mm-hmm.
parents got killed, and you were orphaned. And that was,
Yeah.
Nobody was around to fucking know that you were orphaned. You fucking...
Yeah, exactly. I always liked those books like that, and like The Hatchet. I remember Grandma loved that book. Or whatever. It's about I think it's like a boy that... Getting there. I think it was like a boy that was like lost in the wilderness with just like a hatchet or something, and he ends up surviving. Or whatever. Like, I wonder when they're gonna start, like, you know, taking other books, like, off the shelves and shit like that.
Tom Sawyer. Fuck.
Yeah, right, or Huckleberry Finn, because it says the N-word in it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, I just don't know when, like, everyone started being, like, pussies, you know?
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Did
Yeah.
I show you the... Did we read the poem that I got on the meme?
I don't know.
Grinch. Oh, yeah, the Grinch one.
Hey, look, I'm starting to cover the counter with shit again.
I know, you're very good at it.
Sure thing, dude.
Trying to bring up shit to talk about, but I feel like she somehow knows because she's saying as much shit. Yeah, I've been recording. I made like 3 videos so far. I'm trying to be stealth. So is your, like, the people on Facebook still all, like, mad about the shit? Like Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna freaking... where was that one I was just looking at?
That's why I like listening to like the Ben Shapiro show because he talks about that kind of shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I guess Biden passed like the stimulus check or whatever, but the speech he gave, he was like barely coherent or whatever. He can't like form a fucking complete sentence.
Nice.
Mhm.
I mean, sorry for him as a
Yeah.
human being.
Yeah,
but-
right. But besides that, it's
But
just
besides that, fucking
Mhm.
too funny.
like, But so far, all he's done is like, you know, all the shit he got mad at Trump for, fucking bombs,
Exactly.
bomb Syria.
Exactly. All the shit they fucking talk
fucking-
shit about Trump doing.
Yeah, put kids in cages.
Mhm.
Gave us like not even as much the stimulus check as like promised.
Mhm.
It's still late, you know.
It's not gonna load.
It's gonna live.
It's not.
You're gonna hook it up to your thingy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, forgot what else. But it's funny how. It's kind of funny how they're like taking away all this shit because it's racist, but they're trying to like do like Princess and the Frog and like other shit that has black people, so they only want people to focus on black cartoons. Isn't that kind of racist?
Yeah.
You would
Well,
fucking
Is it
think.
like, yeah, some kind of, yeah.
It's like
exactly.
segregation, you know?
Yeah.
Why would you
Mhm.
give a
Mhm.
little kid
Mhm.
like a book on saying there's this and this? There's
Yeah.
3 genders. You know?
Yeah.
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 Three,
Or like how fucking California wants to like not have the boys and girls section anymore. Like, what are they gonna
That's-
put?
Scroll down.
Okay. I looked and I read. I found them splendid, not one vicious word to make me offended. The grammar was childlike, their rhymes were quite plain. I did not see the reason to complain. The pictures are whimsical, the characters unique, a book for the young. I do not see the crime they speak. A cat in a hat, an elephant of blue, one fish, two fish, and even a who. The Grinch that stole Christmas with its fictional villains did not speak out when it made Hollywood millions. 60 books to his name for 84 years, and now have sent whiners crying in tears with no life to enjoy. They must find someone to blame, someone to hate, someone to shame. Your goal is to hate. I do not condone. Go to hell, snowflakes. Leave Dr. Seuss alone. That's fucking awesome.
And Desiree liked it, and so did
Mhm.
my other friend Kelly, who's fucking
Mhm.
Desiree. You know, Desiree's a fucking straight Democrat. She's
Yeah.
fucking Biden all the way. Okay.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
And then Kelly's fucking straight Trump. So and they
Mhm.
both liked it. So.
Yeah, we'll tell the truth because I feel like everyone fucking hates Biden because like he just lied kind of to get in office.
Yeah.
He's pulling the race card, he's pulling the whole gender card. He's just trying to like get all like the woke buzzwords that are getting attention and people, you know.
Yeah, he's just
Like
fucking with
what were you
everything.
talking
Mhm.
about? Was how it was like, it's like, do I do questions now? You know? Do I answer
Uh-huh.
questions now? What do I do?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then,
Oh, yeah.
person was like, oh, come over here. Come over here.
Yeah,
Just turn
fucking-
off the camera.
Yeah, no fucking no cuz yeah, I know what you're
'Cause he
talking
didn't know what the fuck
about.
he
Yeah,
was doing.
because we were watching or listening to the Ben Shapiro podcast earlier or whatever, and yeah, I guess at the end of the fucking like the speech, he's like, "So, do you want me to answer questions or something? Like, what do I do now?" Like Biden asking that, or
Yeah.
like he said it differently, but yeah, it was hella funny. It's like, do you not know what the fuck to do?
No.
And I
How
guess
old is
they,
he?
yeah, I guess they, I don't know, 80 something, I think, 70 something.
Oh, fuck, he's done.
Yeah, he's fucking old, and I guess, but yeah, they literally cut him off mid sentence, like they're like turn that shit off. You know, they don't want to hear his incoherent like fucking ramblings.
Yeah.
But I feel like even Democrats don't like him anymore. I don't even know how
yeah.
that he got into office.
Mhm.
You know.
Back in my day, we could walk over the border and back without getting shot.
Yeah, right. Shit. Yeah, shit. It wasn't even super established back then. Oh yeah, fucking how you see it saying, yeah, back in his day, he fucking rode the brontosaurus to his, to work.
Yeah.
He got in his car that he pedaled with his feet.
That's Flintstones.
Yeah, hella bad. But yeah, I just don't even know. Like, I think like the past 10 years, like technology has made people so comfortable or whatever that they're inventing fucking problems. You know.
Something.
Like regardless, like I said before, regardless, there's only 2 genders, even if you're trans. You know, the only thing that's different is if you're like a eunuch, but you generally pick one or the other.
Yeah.
You know, like fucking
Like transgender, you're going from male to female.
yeah, you're still one or
You're
the
still
other.
only one or the other.
Yeah,
You're
those
not
other
change anything.
Yeah, there's not a third thing, and like this fucking non-binary shit, like I don't really get it. Like, it's cool if you don't want to call yourself whatever, but I feel like that's just denying, facts, like Ben Shapiro says.
Yeah. It's fucking
Interesting.
science, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking chromosomes. I don't
Yeah.
know what to tell you. X's
Yeah.
and Y's. It's
Mhm.
fucking...
Yeah, because like, yeah, if he fucking says it's facts over feelings, you know, like regardless how you feel about it, it's still true.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, you know, you should like identify however you want, but don't make it like part of your like, you know, I'm bipolar and I'm fucking a unicorn, you know, and like I'm 75 genders and I have commas, you know, like I feel like that's seriously what people are like. I don't see what's wrong with like just being yourself and being
Yeah.
okay with that. You don't need
First
to.
name, last name.
Yeah.
If you're Mexican, you got 5 names.
Yeah.
Why your family tree ain't gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Dude, you need like paper that big, you know, just your immediate family.
Yeah, you just start with the parents, and the parents got cousins. Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't even know how the fuck you do that.
Yeah, like I was watching this thing on that Thoughty 2 shit, the one weird speaking dude, how he was saying like if you went and did your ancestors, by the time you went back like 4 generations, it's already like 2 million people. You know, because like you have the mom and dad, then the 2 moms of the dads of the 2 people, and you just kind of multiply everything by 4
Yeah.
after that. So you literally have trillions of ancestors, because it was something like if we go to Mars, like fucking Elon Musk wants us to, like he's gonna send like thousands of people in a spaceship or something to Mars, because by the time they would get there, it would already be a couple people generations later. Like, so
Oh, so it takes that long.
yeah,
to get
so
there.
they'd have to get all those people on the fucking spaceship, basically, you know, but they want to, like, try to figure it out so people don't get purebred like dogs, you know, how when they kind of have, like, the inner, like,
Yeah,
cousin,
interbreeding shit,
yeah, the cousin shit, yeah, you know, so they want to have, like, enough people to, like, create a bloodline that would be different, but
how do they take pictures of like the rovers on Mars? How do they do that?
fucking telescopes, I guess, or it's all fucking Hollywood
Satellite?
shit, you know, who
It's
knows,
It's gonna take like a few generations to get to Mars.
yeah,
How do we
Then
get pictures?
how the fuck do we get pictures in this lifetime?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, exactly. How the fuck they get the shit there? That's a good question. How'd the rover get there?
I gotta look that up.
You know? Yeah, no, but he was saying, they were saying the journey would take that long. I don't know if maybe the rovers and shit can go faster since there's no people, because I know when you go a certain amount of speed, people black out. Like that, like when they go up into space, like I watched the space launch, after like a certain amount of feet, they started to kind of pass out.
Okay.
Or whatever, so there's a certain G-force that your body can handle, and then after that,
There's not that much gravity in space though.
exactly, so I don't know where the force comes from.
No, the sun, our star,
Mm-hmm.
because how are all the planets orbited, right?
Uh-huh.
So they all have gravitational fields, like a planet. We have the moon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but we're orbiting the sun, and the moon orbits us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's a little bit of gravity when you're in space.
Uh-huh.
Not much, but there is.
So moon's really part of our orbit,
Mm-hmm.
and Mars is fucking another planet. It
has its
orbit.
own, yeah. But what's a trip though is what I was saying a
I
couple.
don't think they've been to Mars.
I don't know, you know. But supposedly the Russians were on the moon first, and fucking
Yeah.
and like
According to the Transformers.
yeah, right, yeah, and like the fucking like the U.S. got a wind of it, so they literally created a movie set and like made a video of it or whatever. And if you actually watch the actual video, you can see the wires. And you could see the flag blowing, but it's space. It doesn't blow. They didn't know that until they actually went there. Or whatever. So, yeah, it's hella funny how you can tell it's, like, fake. So it's just, like, why believe the government at this point?
Exactly.
But how, like, I guess this, like, how we were talking, because I listened to this thing, and it was, like, you notice, it, like, fucked my mind up. It's like, you notice how the sun's more white now? And, like, I don't remember drawing a white sun. I drew a yellow sun. But if you've noticed, even since I've been alive, the sun was way more yellow. Now it's more of like a bright white color. It's no longer warm and glowy. And the reason for that is like we were talking about it, like one day it'll go black or red and then black or something. I guess that's actually the actual life cycle of the sun.
Yeah.
So it actually is dimming or whatever, which is a trip. So we don't have to worry about it, but it's still trippy how like just in my lifetime though, the sun's gone from fucking yellow to like white.
Yeah, so
you know?
paid attention to the color of the sun.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that kind of funny though? Because you think when you're a child, the sun's yellow. You know, it's fucking not now.
Paint it fucking in
Exactly,
drawing.
like right in the corner with the smiley face and the sunglasses, but it's always a bright yellow.
Yeah, if you stare directly at the sun,
Mhm.
it's white.
Mm-hmm. No,
But
exactly.
it gives off yellow radiation.
Exactly, that's how the colors hit the whatever. But what's trippy about that
It
is,
could be because the atmosphere's different.
could be, but the other thing is too, is we had like a space hurricane or whatever a couple of
Yeah.
days ago. And I guess, I was like, what causes that kind of, like, force in the whatever? But I guess I was looking into it more on YouTube. And fucking, like, the sun is shooting out solar flares. And the fucking, the wind from it because it's like a hole burst in the sun
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's
It's
shooting.
like a boiling bubble, like whenever you have.
Exactly, yeah.
Boiling.
So it shot out like 500-mile-an-hour winds, and it shot and hit the cold space and formed a fucking hurricane. And instead of raining fucking water like a normal one, it rained like electrons and protons and like space matter. And I guess it fell like over like I think it was the North Pole, and it was doing it for like 8 hours. And then there was this thing how it did it in 2014, but no one knew what it was.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Sex and they're eating hella.
The fuck?
That's funny. It's because he called it too.
But yeah, it's a trip that's like a thing, you know, fucking space hurricanes. Because I remember we were talking about before, like in like 2008, how like everyone was depressed, the economy tanked and everything, and like all the space weather was like the geomagnetic force was down or whatever, and that means like since our brains are magnetic, it depresses everybody
Yeah.
or whatever. I remember being depressed in 2008 too, so it's fucking weird.
Hey, watch this real quick. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this. So Jonathan, how was the pullout?